Slug Tactics revolutionized the gaming industry by seamlessly combining strategy and run-and-gun action. But what if I told you there are games that do it even better? Let's start with Tactical Breach Wizards, where tactical games get a magical makeover. Imagine replacing soldiers with spellcasters and body armor. It's clever, creative, and loads of fun. Control a team of magical misfits investigating a modern-day conspiracy, featuring snappy dialogue and wild abilities that make every encounter unique. The free rewind button facilitates experimentation with innovative strategies, and even in challenging situations, it's difficult not to enjoy hurling a traffic warlock out of the window. Next up, we head to the Viking Age with Sons of Valhalla. This game mixes side-scrolling combat with strategic base building, letting you lead Viking raids across England. You play as Thorold Olafsson, a determined warrior trying to rescue his kidnapped love. Whether you're commanding troops or building strongholds, the gameplay is exciting and balanced. The gorgeous pixel art draws you in, and while a mid-game stealth section feels a little clunky, the overall experience is rich with action and strategy. If you've ever wondered what a mix of Final Fantasy Tactics and a zombie apocalypse would look like, The Last Spell has the answer. In this game, you command a small band of heroes defending humanity's last strongholds against endless waves of mutants. The combat is fast and thrilling, with heroes taking down dozens of enemies in epic battles, but there's also a lot of depth in building your team and managing resources. It can get tough, especially the boss fights, but the game's addictive loop will keep you coming back for more. Switching gears, we have Eador Imperium, a game that combines grand strategy, turn-based battles, and RPG elements. It's an ambitious mix, but it doesn't always land perfectly. The economy is tricky to manage and the pacing can feel slow, especially for newcomers. That said, if you're a fan of deep strategy and have the patience to explore its layers, you'll find a lot to enjoy in its tactical combat and decision-making. It's not for everyone, but for the right player, it's a rewarding challenge. Now, let's talk about Battle Brothers, a brutally tough tactical RPG. Think of it as a medieval version of XCOM, where you manage a group of mercenaries trying to survive in a harsh, unforgiving world. Every fight feels high stakes, and even small mistakes can cost you a veteran fighter. Between battles, you'll manage contracts, keep your company funded, and try to survive in a world where nothing is guaranteed. It's tough, but the sense of accomplishment when you succeed makes it all worth it. If you're looking for something completely different, there's Wall World. This game combines mining, tower defense, and roguelite mechanics in a unique way. You pilot a giant robo-spider up an endless wall, mining resources and fighting off waves of enemies. The early game can feel slow since you need upgrades to hit your stride, but once you do, the game becomes much more engaging. With its atmospheric pixel art and satisfying mix of combat and exploration, it's a great pick for players who enjoy slower-paced strategy games. For fans of management sims, Gladiator Guild Manager puts you in charge of your own team of fighters. You'll recruit, train, and equip gladiators to battle in automated arenas, and the fun comes from crafting the perfect team. Balancing warriors, mages, and beasts to create synergies is like solving a puzzle, and seeing them succeed in battle is incredibly rewarding. The combat is hands-off, which might not appeal to everyone, but for strategy lovers, the depth and replayability make it a must-play. Let's switch things up with the Survivalists, a light-hearted survival game with a fun twist. Monkey Helpers. You can train monkeys to gather resources, build bases, and even fight alongside you, which adds a lot of charm to the game. Exploring the islands and teaming up with friends in co-op mode keeps things fresh, though the small inventory and tricky camera angles can be a bit frustrating. It's not the most content-packed survival game out there, but its creativity and charm make it worth checking out. For fans of tactical sci-fi, BattleTech offers deep strategy with a focus on commanding giant mechs. You'll lead a team of battle mechs, customizing them with different weapons and upgrades while taking on challenging missions in a gritty, futuristic world. The combat is deliberate and rewarding, though the pacing can feel a bit slow at times. But if you enjoy carefully planning your moves and seeing them pay off, BattleTech delivers a rich, strategic experience. Finally, we have Shogun Showdown, a game that turns every move into a strategic puzzle. Combining turn-based combat, roguelike progression, and deck building, it's all about positioning and timing your attacks just right. The Japanese-inspired pixel art is beautiful, and even though death resets your progress, the new skills and characters you unlock make each run feel fresh. It's simple to pick up but hard to master, and it's easy to lose hours saying, just one more run. From magical detectives to Viking warriors and giant mechs, these games take tactical action in exciting new directions. Slug Tactics is great, but these titles show there's always more to explore. Which one will you try next?